and high next several days. Watch what happens. Tomorrow, those values, morning, noontime, and evening, all going to be pretty high coming up tomorrow. Cold front comes in, we get a little bit of drying, and we've got certainly a couple days of lower moisture levels, and that could continue on into, say, Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, as we head towards late next week, it's back to normal with high moisture values coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What does that mean? Well, the muggies. It also means the potential for scattered showers and storms. Certainly not promised, but certainly looking like a chance coming up on Saturday tomorrow. As you can see, some high cloudiness out there right now. Nothing on radar. Temperatures low to mid 70s across the area. And taking a look at moisture, or at least radar estimated rainfall, 1 to 2 inches the heavier totals up in the lakes area. Some areas didn't see much, and as much as 2, 3, 4 inches here in the triangle, particularly over into Port Arthur, Mid-County, and over towards 73 along over towards Taylor Landing. Beaumont over 2 inches, Vidor, and back over towards Orange. Otherwise, over in Nederland, Candy Knolls is at 73, 1.64 inches of rainfall. And up towards the lakes area, Jim Monk up in Warren reporting 73 and 1.18 inches of rainfall. Temperatures in the 70s in North Texas, 80s down in South Texas. We continue to see showers and storms moving offshore. Another cluster up towards the Texas Panhandle due to the upper level pattern. And we'll be watching this trough of low pressure move on into our area Sunday, and that'll drag a cold front. Lee continues to become extratropical. Winds are at 80 miles an hour. Hurricane Center continues to take this on over towards Nova Scotia as we head towards tomorrow afternoon and the Bay of Fundy. Otherwise, back home we go. We're expecting scattered showers and storms coming up tomorrow afternoon. We'll give it a 30% shot with high temperatures close to about 90 degrees in southeast Texas. On the Gulf, mostly smooth seas around a foot tomorrow with a north to northwest wind. Tonight, partly cloudy, patchy fog, 70 in the lakes, low to mid 70s triangle. Tomorrow, about a 30% coverage, highs in the lower 90s. And after tomorrow, that front comes through. It looks like drier air mass, lower humidity, cool mornings coming up Monday and Tuesday. And then the muggies slowly return, but dry weather will persist as we welcome fall.
Yeah, after this wet week, it's nice to start the new week with some cooler temperatures.
Well, especially a couple mornings.
Yeah, I won't say cold since you
That's not cold.
like to chew people out. 60
I
is
don't
cold
chew
for
people
us.
out. It's just 68 is
Chilly.
cool.
Okay, you'll never agree. Thanks, Patrick. Today is also National Hunger Day. So to honor this, Entergy Texas joined the fight against food insecurity, and they presented a $135,000 check to the Southeast Texas Food Bank. Harvey Zernial, president and CEO of the food bank, says they're grateful for this large donation.
This is big as it gets, so we're so excited to be able to continue our work, and with this funding to help grow our work so we can maximize our efforts to handle the food insecurity that we have in our area.
The food bank is hoping to collect at least 50,000 pounds of food this month to give away. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. The 409 Sports Blitz starts in just 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Dude, it is just a cluster back here.
Is everything breaking at 9:50 on Friday?
There's nothing in, no scripts in, no. I'm like, man, nothing's changed.
Don't you miss TV Live?
I'm like, nothing has
everything
changed.
breaks right when you
Live from the 409, MCT Credit Union presents the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
All right, welcome to the 409 Sports Blitz week number 4. Already here in Southeast Texas. A lot of great games tonight. A few nail-biters to go along with a couple of blowouts, but one game that wasn't a blowout was our game of the week featuring the Woodville Eagles taking on the Orangefield Bobcats. Let's head out to F.L. McLean Stadium. Both teams looking for their second win of the season here. It was a great game. Hey, the fans were excited. The student section was packed. They were ready to go. I tell you what, those Eagles, they were flying high. How about this, Ryan? Keon Chapman takes it off to the right-hand side, breaks a couple of tackles. Orangefield throws him down at the first down. And then Tymarion Walker, a few plays later, play action. Fakes her cameraman out, wide open. How about that? Walker walks in for the touchdown at 7-0, Woodville. Then the Eagles, they'll go back on offense here. They're driving. They're in range. Getting ready for the snap. They roll to the right-hand side, but hey, he is picked off by Caleb Fergia. What a play by the cornerback right there. Orangefield in business. So the Bobcats, they flip sides. They're rolling. Back to pass here, trying to find his wide receiver. Throws it in double coverage. That is Tywon Miller with the interception. He's going to follow his blockers. He's going to get brought down about midfield. But can they do anything with it, though? This game was tight all evening long here. Look at that. Fumble recovery by Caleb Menard. Orangeville would take off on offense. This game was kind of a low-scoring game right now, but it just went final. Woodville 19-7 over the Bobcats of Orangefield. So Woodville picks up another big win. I'll tell you what, got to give credit to those defenses there. Offense, both of them struggled, kind of sloppy at some times, but the defenses, they picked it up, especially Woodville holding Orangefield to 7 points. So big win as district play just right around the corner. All right, look, one team that's been lighting up the scoreboard, number 4 Port Arthur Memorial. Titans on the road taking on the Spartans from Porter. Let me tell you, this was an outstanding game from start till about the fourth quarter. And then Titans, they went on and started scoring, stretched the lead out, and there you see the final, 45-28, Port Arthur Memorial. They remain undefeated this season. All right, number 2 Silsbee. They were trying to remain undefeated, hosting Brazosport in front of a rowdy crowd tonight. There you see the score right there. Here's some highlights. Tigers actually found themselves down 7-0. Brazosport looking for more. It's Cameron Hinton back to pass, roll to his right. Silsbee defense getting pressure. He's hit. It's picked off by Jamarian Elam. No relation to Ashley. He's going to rumble 38 yards to the house. We are tied up at 7 apiece. Exporters, they go back on offense. No one blocks Jaden Smart. He looks like the Dallas Cowboys' Micah Parsons. Hinton tries to throw it deep. Triple coverage. That's picked off by Jonah Brown. What can Brown do for you? Well, he rumbles to the 5-yard line. That's prime field position. That's going to set up Trey Kibbles. He follows his blockers and walks into the end zone. Silsbee expands their lead 14-7. Jason Torrance in at quarterback. And the Exporters tonight, boy, offense just pitiful. It doesn't go well. And just like Larry Brown back in Super Bowl 30, Redrarian ball trip. Right place, right time, comes up with the interception. The quarter ends. We're going to flip side. Silsbee goes to work. Michael Mosier finds a wide open Jaden Miller. He is in for 6 as Silsbee. They would light up the scoreboard tonight. They just wore it out. Late third quarter, Silsbee leading 63-21. So it, looks like they're going to go ahead and roll to another victory. Guess what? Next week, they're going to travel to West Orange Stark to take on the Mustangs in a Friday night district opener. That is going to be a classic out there at West Orange Stark. Speaking of undefeateds, Hampshire Finette. They led 42-0 at the half. They never looked back as they crushed Splendora 62-0. They improved to 4-0 on the season. Hampshire Finette, they're going to travel to face Bridge City next Friday night. Let's go about some scores around the area. Jasper, well, this is Hardin Jefferson here. Diboll Lumberjacks, they defeat the Hardin Jefferson Hawks 42-13 in Sour Lake. The Hawks, they were down early, still looking for their first win of the season. Hopefully they can try to get it next week. More scores from around the area. Lumberton and Bridge City, the Raiders, they are, I'll tell you what, they came out with a vengeance. Offense was clicking all night long and stepped on the gas and has never looked back. 56-20 on the Britt City Cardinals. That game is late in the fourth quarter. More scores from around the area. Jasper looking to bounce back after that 5-point loss to Spring Legacy last week. Bulldogs on the road taking on number 1 Franklin. Lions led 17-0 at the half. Right now, late fourth quarter, Franklin 29-8. So it looks like they're going to roll as Jasper. Tough loss tonight, but hey, I'll tell you what, that just helps them get prepared for district play.
The play of the week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
All right, our play of the week coming from, I think this was, what game was this? LCM last night. The punt return for the touchdown, that was by Kincaid. And that was a punt return for a touchdown. Looked like Devin Hester out there. So that is our 409 Sports play of the week. Brought to you by 5 Point Union Credit Union there.
The Band of the Week, brought to you by Donaldson Auto Group, Silsbee. Live from the 409, MCT Credit Union presents the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
All right, we got some scores to tell you about here. Deweyville up on Acadia Christian 40-14. Cushing defeated West Hardin 49-6. And yeah, our play of the week, that was our Brandon Lewis from Burkeville. So, all right, look, we had our game of the week earlier. You saw Woodville defeat Orangefield 19-7. Our own Kyle Orr, he was at this game all evening. Joined us live from Orangefield. Kyle, both offense struggled, but I'll tell you what, happy to get up to the defense, and a big win by those Woodville Eagles.
Hey, Nick, another great night of football. I'm standing here with head coach Ty Robinson. Ty, how do you feel about tonight getting that win?
It was an ugly win, but, you know, an ugly win's better than a pretty loss. So tip of the hat to Coach Smalley and the Bobcats. They played really hard tonight, did a really great job on defense, did some great things offensively, controlling the ball. But at the end of the day, we found a way to win.
Good deal. Good to hear. Y'all played great. And so were there any of your players that happened to surprise you tonight that actually came through in a clutch?
We had a lot of players come through in the clutch tonight. We actually had a lot of guys. We had some guys that were out with injury, and then we had some disciplinary issues. So we played 3 guys in our defensive front tonight that really hadn't been playing a whole lot all year, and they really came through big for us. And then we had some of our regulars. Ty Marion Walker's been a playmaker all year. Raylan Williams has been pretty steady. We did have the 1 fumble there in the first quarter. And then, Nick Traylor, Tywan Miller played great in the secondary. So, all in all, we're pleased to get out here with the win. I think we're healthy. So, it's on the district next week.
Outstanding. Thank you very much, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Good luck next week. Kyle Orr, live in Orangeville, 409 Sports.
All right, thank you, Kyle. Like Coach said, hey, he had 3 guys that hadn't played before in the defensive line. Next man up mentality, so good win by those Woodville Eagles. All right, before we jump into more games from around the area, let's take you back to last night. LCM and Vidor are trying to pick up wins on a short week. Start off with the LCM. The Battling Bears scoring off of Houston Kincaid. Bears come out off a 7-point win over Blitz City last week. Falcons strike first. Miles Roeder doing his best Mike Allstott impression. That's for all those old school people my age. Plows in. It's 7-0. After an LCM punt, Kincaid back to pass on offense. Cooper Chambers looking for Grant Peterson. It goes off his hands and picked off by Jonah Fuller. Look at that. He's going to take it up for a huge gain. A few plays later, Dylan Payne finds Caden Reed on the slant. And how about this? LCM ties it at 7 apiece. Back come the Falcons. It's Miles Roeder. Remember him? Yeah, direct snap, follows his blockers, reaches over the goal line. He's in for 6. It's now 14-7. Kincaid, they weren't done just yet. You'll see David Capobianco connects with Nico Gomez, the crossing route. He's going to fight his way in for 6. And Houston Kincaid, they wore out the scoreboard last night. They cruise 54-14. LCM drops to 2-2 on the season. Bears will have a bye week before hosting Spring Legacy on September 29th. Across the border in Louisiana, Vidor Pirates traveled off to face the Saints of St. Louis Catholic in Lake Charles. First half action, Saints strike first. Graham Montek throws it deep. How about that coverage? But that's even a better catch by Trey Tate for the touchdown. 7-0 Saints. So second quarter we go. Game tied at 7. Vidor on the move. Dagan Venable fakes the dive, pitches to Dane Villotson, walks in untouched. Pirates take a 14-7 halftime lead. Second half, Vidor driving the bootleg. Venable trying to find his receiver. Just a little high. It is intercepted by St. Louis. However, Vidor would add another touchdown as they hold on for a 21-17 win. Vidor evens their record at 2-2. They're going to come back at home next week and host Trinity Christian at 7 o'clock. All right, back home, out to Orange County. West Orange Star playing host to number 6 Newton in a classic. Eagles coming off a win against Woodville. Mustangs had that heartbreaking loss to P&G in overtime. Pedro Peralt, how about that? Touchdown, left everybody in the dust. Oh, guess what? You saw that? How about Peralt again? That's a good, takes it about 30 yards down the field. Newton this time. It's Heiko Malone to Raylan Adams. They go in for the touchdown. I'm telling you, this is back and forth. It felt like a Baylor Texas Tech shootout used to cover back in the day. All offense, no defense. Let's go to the score. This game just ended. Newton, wow. Actually, they were down 54-50. They come back and win 58-54. Wow, that is the premier game of the night. All right, how about Buna? The rivalry game between the Cougars and Kuntz Lions. Tell you what, I think Buna put it on to them last year pretty bad. Toby Mars, back to pass for those Cougars. He's rolling to his right. Oh, look at that. Back to his left, and that is Caden Dill across the middle. Can he go? He slips a tackle all the way down into Kuntz territory there, and then Dill, the handoff to Mars. That's Jacob Johnson right there, up the gut, all the way inside the 10-yard line. And then it's Johnson yet again. Look at that. Running, move those feet. He is in for the touchdown. It was 7-0 Bunas. Confetti's flying everywhere in the student section. Cougars get the ball back. Toby Mars finds nobody, takes it himself, running downfield across the 45, down to the 40. He's down to the 30 as he walks out of bounds there. And then he's going to find Mars to Colton Stark. Back to pass, and watch this. Wide open across the middle. What a great catch. Gets tackled about the 4-yard line. And guess who? You heard of Jacob Johnson earlier. Yeah, Johnson's going to do it yet again. Right up the gut. Extra point was no good. 13-0 Buno at that point. And let's go to the big board. 49-14 Cougars. Up the road, Highway 105, Legacy Christian welcoming Burkeville to town. Let's see, do we have those highlights? Yeah, do we have those highlights? There they are. There's Legacy Christian. You'll see Burkeville. They're coming. So our play of the week was this guy right here beginning. This is the halfback toss pass to Caleb Adams. No, this is Brandon Lewis coming up on the kickoff here. So kickoff, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, finds the blocking. Down the sideline, Brandon Lewis in for 6. How about Burkeville? But Legacy, they come right back. This is Garrett Davis on the handoff. Follows the blocker, and he's gone, leaving everybody in the dust. That is a touchdown for the Warriors. Burkeville responds with this one. Austin Trammell to Brandon Lewis. Lewis going to outrun everybody. Like you've seen both there. That's a touchdown. Tell you what, the 6-man, if you've never seen 6-man, it goes back and forth, a lot of scoring. It's like 80-70 sometimes. This is Brandon Lewis to Caleb Adams again. That's Legacy Christian scoring. Let's go to the big board here because a lot of points. 44-37 late in the late third quarter.
The hit of the week, brought to you by First Security Bank.
All right, it's not a hit of the week, but it's kind of a play of the week there. Jonah Fuller for LCM, the interception. Up the field for a huge gain. Unfortunately, the Bears would fall on this one, but hit of the week, play of the week, you want to call it, goes out to Jonah Fuller of LCM. So congratulations to him. All right, let's go back to some scores here. We got Deweyville, like I said, picks up a big win. West Hardin lost. Silsbee, late fourth quarter, they're up 72-27. Barbers-Hill defeated Crosby, and Lumberton looks like they're going to roll to Bridge City 63-20. So another big win by the Raiders. All right, we'll see you back here next week, week 5 of the 409 Sports Blitz.
The Band of the Week, brought to you by Donaldson Auto Group, Silsbee.